Yo, let me see what's going on. Yo, let's see. Mike. Yo. Let me see. What's going on, Mike? What's up, Tech for your needs? I see you on the building. All right, I'm good. Y'all hear me? Everything right? My audio right? That's what's up. Notification squad alert on deck. What's going on? Just trying something different. Had some downtime up in my room. JQ in the building. What's going on, JQ? Yeah, man. My man JQ is definitely in the building. That's what's up. Just sharing this out. Just an experiment for real, guys. You know, yeah, man. For something later. Okay, my audio was good. That's good to hear. I appreciate that. Got 8 folks watching. Appreciate that like on the video. That's dope. All right, things is good. Okay. 14-hour workday, JQ. Oh man, bro. I'm like so overworked right now. Okay, we got Katina Greenwood in the building. What's going on? Never seen, never seen her in the chat and none of the streams before. How you doing? Afternoon to everyone. It's your man BG Tech Life. You already know what's up. Talk a little tech. You know, BS at my afternoon away. So I said I might as well come jump in front of this computer and try it out on my computer in my room. But so what is everybody up to, man? What is everybody going? What's going on with everybody? Y'all see what's going on out here as far as all the Apple stuff. Okay, phone tech at work. The super chat is wide open. $2 from phone tech at work. Appreciate that, bro. Tay 100 definitely in the building. We're gonna be in the building real heavy later on. Um, so I just came. I was in my room. I was like, let me see the what this setup looking like, you know. But yeah, what's up with y'all? What y'all excited about for the new year? What type of tech and everything you guys excited about for the new year? Me myself was talking real big, ready for that S9. Okay, my man Tech for your needs say he chilling and relaxing, taking it easy. I'm doing the same thing, bro. Sometimes you just gotta do that. You know, sometimes you just gotta take the time out, for yourself. Okay, Mike says Apple is going crazy since late Steve Jobs passed. Yeah, man, Apple is going crazy. I mean, they're gonna push their fanboys and fangirls to the limit. Apple is out of order. Apple is definitely out of order. The crazy thing about Apple is, Apple, the folks that are really a part of that ecosystem, like they defend Apple, you know, after the judge and the jury done found them guilty, they defend them like, oh, like it's doing us a favor. Even if it was doing you a favor, they ain't tell you they was slowing down them phones, man. Phones late as the iPhone 7. Come on now. Like you can't if it was such a good thing, why hide it? If I'm doing something good for you and your device, why am I hiding it? What's that about? That's definitely not, if they was trying to do you, anytime a business is trying to do you a favor, they're gonna tell you about it because they want you to say they got the best customer service. So they knew they wasn't doing anybody a favor. They was just trying to keep that crown. I think Android just became too much too soon. as far as the devices that's dropping, the hardware they put in these Android devices is able to keep up with these Apple devices, and it's like they don't know what to do. Like Android phones, like take the Pixel, take a Pixel. It's just fast as the iPhone, but it can do everything that an Android phone can do. So it's like, yeah, they gotta, they gotta step that game up. I don't know exactly what they're gonna do or how they're gonna do it, but they're gonna have to do something, man. They definitely gonna have to do something. They're gonna have to try something because I mean they're looking real bad out here now for the simple fact that um y'all just slowed down the phone and didn't tell nobody. I slowed everybody's phones down. It's been speculation for years. Y'all was doing it, and now it just came to the light. You know, Michael says S9 should be the dog. Yeah, S9 gonna be a big boy because I mean Samsung is kind of under the gun with the Pixel 2 XL and this portrait mode selfie stuff. They kind of missing out on some stuff. But best believe I just want to see what the Samsung S9 going to do because it has to come back harder. It's got to come back hard. You feel me? Um, is the portrait mode selfie. The plus I think the standard on the S9 should be 6 gigs. Even from what I'm hearing, the S9 is gonna have 4 gigs. S9 Plus be a little bigger and have 6 gigs. S9 should have 6 gigs. I mean, and need it because I mean, my S8 Plus with the 4 gigs, it still got that good old Samsung lag. I mean, my Note is not that my Note is good. My Note doesn't lag, but my S8 does because it's got to need them 2 extra gigs like that Note has. So definitely, it's gonna be a nice device, but I feel like it should got 6 gigs no matter what device it needed. You running TouchWiz, you running different features and things of that nature, feature rich device, got that beautiful display that you gotta power, you know, you're gonna have to, at some point you got to beef that phone up a little bit. Okay. Tech for your needs says what grinds my gears about Apple is the price and then they leaving stuff out so you can pay more. Okay, yeah, that fast charger, man. I mean, how can you really sit there and just say, okay, this phone can fast charge, but we're not gonna give you the fast charger? I mean, Apple's been doing this stuff, man. They so about the capital, about the revenue. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, look at like the iPad. Look at that, the Apple Pencil. The Apple Pencil is $100. I mean, that already lets you know where it's coming from back in the day. The Galaxy, I think I had the Note Pro tablet, the 12-inch tablet, came with an S Pen. S Pen got a button in it, do all kinds of stuff. Come on now, bro. And now you coming out with a just basically something that's really a stylish and charging $99 for it. Come on now, it's ridiculous. Yeah, what's going on? KB in the building, Sean in the building, Mark in the building. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. I just dropped down to 2 people watching, but hey, it is what it is. I'm just rocking. But yeah, I'm I'm not with that, man. I'm definitely not with that. You know, Wise in the building. What's going on, Wise? Hey, Apple, they really like they're a money hungry company. I mean, it's certain things you go to Apple for. Certain things I go to Apple for. I got Apple devices, but at the end of the day, I mean, you know what it's about. You know what I mean? Just like Samsung, like I said, the S9, you gotta put 6 gigs in that phone. Cause my S8 Plus was dialed slow. I don't know if the Snapdragon 835 gonna make up for it, but they need 6 gigs on the phone. Well, the best tech. Well, I'm just gonna go for what I know, Mike. I'm gonna say this. What's going on, Wise? But I'm gonna say this: the Note 9 should be a beast. Somebody gonna drop a phone, but somebody has to drop a phone with that fingerprint and the fingerprint scanner and the display. Um, as far as that goes. Um, we need another bit. We need a tablet. I feel like it's room this year for a nice tablet. And I know, you know what I'm saying? Just the way I just beat up on Apple, but look how transparent I can be. That next iPad may be hot. You know, if they do some of this iPhone X stuff with that iPad, that'll be something cool to have. You know, I'm just saying. You know what I mean? If they can that facial recognition and all that, and then on top of it do something with Touch ID as far as that iPad go, that would be dope. But it's like every accessory you're gonna have to pay for. Apple tablet will take some beating. Yeah, I mean true, but I mean right now Apple is the only folks holding it down on that tablet space. You're not really only people you seeing with tablets that's not Apple or that's not iPads is kids. Samsung can do that. I've been waiting on. I was listen, Mike. I bought the Samsung Galaxy Note Pro 12.2, and I used that thing till I couldn't take it no more. Till I couldn't take the battery life and the lag no more. But it did so much, but it was just hard to get it to run like it was supposed to run. So my thing was, I'm like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna I moved over to the iPad Pro because they never dropped any a successor. They never dropped nothing with an upgraded processor and more RAM. They never, gave it a premium build. That's all they need to do. They need to drop one with a Samsung. If you listening, because they give you the pen for free, like the S3, you got the pen for free. You know what I mean? So that was tight right there, but it wasn't big enough for me and it wasn't powerful enough for me. You got to cut Samsung. They dropped a tablet with a super good screen, up to date Android version, um, the best process out. That drop it with the 845. The display's got to be a 2K. Um, it got to be that super ability to multitask, a super sized version. You know, that super beautiful AMOLED screen. That's people going to buy that. Trust and believe, people will buy something like that. You know what I mean? People will definitely come out of pocket for that. And you getting the S Pen for free. Come up with a super dope way to integrate the S Pen, which is already nice because it's built into it. That's what they got to do. I mean, as far if they want the tablet space back, because I mean, as much as I thought iOS 11 was going to do for my iPad, I mean, it didn't do too much. And another reason why Samsung can win is because Samsung Android tablets support mice. It supports a mouse. You know what I'm saying? I like being able to. I had the Samsung mouse and the Logitech keyboard case for my Note Pro 12.2. That thing, you know what I'm saying? You can sit there and really get into that thing and do some things. So come out with something like that. Come out with a good video editor for YouTubers. Come out with something you can edit some videos and put enough RAM in there where you can really render some good videos, some 4K or some 1440 videos, and all right, and put it in stores like Verizon. Make it an LTE version, so it's super mobile. Everybody gonna jump on that. Okay, Tech for Your Needs says best Android tablet made the Google Nexus 7. Yeah, that jump was a beast. It was definitely a beast, and it was bare bone stock. It did what it's supposed to do. KB said, I've tried tablets, barely picked them up to use, so I just kept my distance. True. Because, like my iPad Pro, it most of the time it stay in my book bag. Either I'm on my laptop or I'm on the phone. Oh, yeah. Mike says, definitely agree with that Nexus 7. So it was a beast. I mean, my Note Pro was a beast. It just needed some power. They try to come out with that Samsung Galaxy Book running Microsoft. Like, no, make that, but make a tablet and make it fast and make it about $700, $800. Make it a 12-inch screen. Make it a super AMOLED. Make it a 2K display. Get it. Put a big. Don't hold back. Don't be trying to make it super lightweight with no battery life. Put a big battery up in that junk. Definitely put a big battery up in there. Sell it with the keyboard case. Sell it with that spin. Only thing I gotta do is go pick up a mic, and I'm on deck. You know what I'm saying? Maybe maybe some dongles or some different type of Oh, make it Type C. Yeah, definitely Type C. Put like two Type C ports on there. Give me like some stereo speakers. Be good to go. I'm going. That's something. If that was something that came out, that would be something I feel like I need to have. Like, is a must. It's a must pickup. You know, it's a must pickup. Uh, if I mean, that's just that's common sense. I don't understand. Some of these manufacturers act like they don't have common sense when it comes to these devices. You should know what folks want. You know what I mean? You know what your people want. Samsung know what their people want. They want them to speed it up. They know what their people want. So why not give it to them? You know, go ahead, make people want to spend that money. Make me feel glad that I spent my money. Okay, that's what's up. Tech for your needs agrees with me. KB says I had two laptops, two desktops that I hardly use. These smartphones got me spoiled. Yeah, I mean, there's so much you can do with your phone. You really gonna have to, if you go into that tablet space, they're gonna have to put some stuff in there to make you want to use your tablet. And I think it was going in the right direction with that Note Pro, how you could break the screen down in four and have four different apps going at one time, but you gotta be able to power that stuff. You gotta have the muscle. That's the processor, you know what I mean, in the RAM, and then you got to have the fuel. You got to have that big battery in there. Then you got to have some quick charge. So when the big battery do die, you can get it back up. You know what I mean? Two USB ports, just straight for, and if you want, you could charge both of them. Get to juice to the battery faster. Something like that. That's just my little piece of. I I ain't really heard anything about no tablets. That's funny. So what's going to be at CES? Anybody heard about anything that's going to be at CES? Maybe it's Huawei going to do something big at CES. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking going to come with a device at CES. Huawei going to come with something nice. They saying possibly, or maybe Samsung going to be there, but I'm not think. I don't think. Excuse me. I don't think it's going to be the S9 though. What I think it's going to be is like what it'll probably be is the A8. They got some budget devices. They got some budget devices. Samsung got some coming with like a dual selfie camera. Okay, so what's going on? Shout out to Alan in the building, my man. Phone check at work. Listen, y'all. For y'all that's watching, come check us out. Come check us out later on. It's gonna be later on. It's gonna be lit. You know what I mean? I already got something on deck right here, just for later on. All right, so y'all come check me out with my guys. You know what I mean? With my guys later on. But all right, Blade V9 Leak just dropped on their website. They took it off. Okay, so that ZTE definitely gonna bring something. CES been coming in like these budget companies that's trying to muscle their way in. They definitely gonna bring all of them always bring something. So something nice or something for us to look at. And us YouTubers, we gotta look at that. You know what I mean? Like we want to cover these devices, it can't always be the $1,000 device we cover. So if they drop us something and that under 500, under 400 price range and it's looking nice, gonna have to try it out. You know what I mean? So that's definitely that's definitely something to think about. I can't wait to see CES because I'm not gonna be there. Shout out to my guys that's gonna be there. Shout out to Alan. He definitely gonna be there. Phone Tech at Work. So if you're not subscribed to Phone Tech at Work, go ahead and follow him. He gonna be there, getting the coverage. I'm gonna be at home watching it on the internet, making videos like I'm there. Like, did you just see that? Did y'all just see that? Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's how I'm gonna be doing it. I'm gonna be getting my footage from a reliable source. I already paid off a reliable source to give me all the best footage, and then send it to me, and then I'm just gonna act like I was there. Say no, but yeah, that's gonna be dope. The Blade V9, and that's a budget joint. That's like a $250 device. So it's always good to be able to put your hands on something. Guys, ZT been holding down the Exxon 7 for almost 2 years. When are they coming with the successor? Oh man, see this. I don't know. I don't. You can never know. I can't see what ZTE. Maybe they'll drop it at CES. Hopefully, because I know they don't even think about bringing the Exxon M to don't even what I'm saying. That Exxon M just completely threw me off when they dropped that. But that would be a good thing because you gotta realize the Exxon M is for selling AT&T, so maybe whatever they pop up with at CES might be something that they about to put up at AT&T. So maybe it's going to be some competition. Maybe you know these companies, these budget companies is getting up the spots like AT&T. Maybe we'll have one. They say what Huawei is coming with the Mate 10, so to AT&T. So we gonna start having options, and these, even though I said, just like I said last night, and my man Forbes Tech Review. If you're not subscribed to Forbes Tech Review, go check his channel out. It's like I said last night when I was talking to him. It's Apple and it's Samsung. That's it. You know what I'm saying? These new guys can't price their phones like that. It's Apple and Samsung. But if they start integrating and getting into these carriers, I mean, people gonna see them. They're gonna be out there. I mean, look at the Essential got in the Sprint. Even though Sprint not all that, it got somewhere. Yeah, budget phone's not that bad, Mike, especially for the price. Especially for the price. I mean, come on now. You take you know what I'm saying? Let's take something like this that costs $1,000. I'm holding two OnePlus 5Ts in my hand, about 4 or 5 Blade V8 Pros. Um, you something like this, you could buy devices for the family. You know what I mean? So I mean, yeah, they not that bad, especially for the price. But yeah, I don't know, man. Next year, I'm just looking forward to more YouTube stuff. I think I'm just going. I'm going to try to get more devices. I know I got the Note when it came out, and I got the SA Plus when it came out. I got the iPhone 10, but I was like late because I was being lazy. This year, I'm not going to be lazy. This year, I'm really going to sit back and like have a plan of attack and how I get my devices and how I review my devices. I want to be more steady this year, more productive. You see what I'm saying? Even though 2017, as far as YouTube for me, was a good year because this uh we was able to come together. Me, Forbes Tech Review. I've been working with a lot of good YouTubers as far as my team 100. Us as a team. Shout out to Forbes Tech Review, Phone Tech at Work, the Tech Gentleman, Rob Pouncey, Old Tech Time. I work with a lot of good guys, man. So this is, and it's just a circle of us. And it's interesting because I don't come to YouTube to, this is not my job. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing paid for over here by YouTube at all. If it was, I wouldn't have anything. So I come here to just interact with nerds like myself, like the folks that I know on your regular day. They don't know anything about tech, or they don't see what I see in the cell phone. So I can't have these conversations that I have that spark my interest. You know what I mean? So YouTube kind of came full surface this year as far as just a community. You know what I'm saying? Even the people that come and join the chats and you be in the chat room, even if they're not on the screen, they just part of the conversation, or over on Twitter, or in the Team 100 chat room, where we just talk about all kind of tech. It's became more of a community for me. When I first started YouTube, it was like I was just out there. You know, I knew a couple people. I knew Alan. I knew a couple folks, but really not like now. Is I feel like I'm part of a community, so I can just come here and just zone out with y'all. You know, for a while, just like I said, just like I did today. I was chilling. You know, I'm like, I'm gonna try this out, and now I'm here talking to eight folks about and we having a good conversation about some tech. So I can't be mad at that, man. I'm already, what I'm saying. If this is all that YouTube has to bring me, I'm cool with that. That's kind of all I was really looking for. Anything past that is just something extra. All right, let me take it to the chat. Okay, Tech Vietnamese says CES is a budget phone, so flagship phones are announced on IFA or earlier. Yeah, man, over in Berlin though, like what I'm saying. I ain't got the bread to get over there, so they got to make it hard. The main players, Samsung, Apple, etc. They do a lot of research and do put money into it. Tech Geek and YouTube, LOL. Okay, KB says Apple is really going to have to bring something different in 2018 other than a name upgrade to the iPhone and a bigger display. I think Apple knows that. That's why they came out with the 10. That's why they came out with the 10 because the thing is uh when they came out with the 10, they hold on guys. I got I got something going on. But when they came out with the 10, that's why I call it the X still because it's a project, it's a prototype. It's a prototype. It wasn't a finished product. They was just throwing it out there. They wanted to see what was going to happen with it. They was trying to go in a different direction, but keep that. That's why they kept the 8. Going. Um, that's why they kept the 8 going or whatever. But when they tried to keep the 8 going, they wanted to just throw something out there. It's a project. It's an experiment. That's why it's the iPhone X. It's the experimental phone. They experimented with first. They was going to experiment with the fingerprint scan under the glass. It was they couldn't get it done, but they did. They were so far into the phone they couldn't put Touch ID on there. This is just me, just my theory. So they still want to put it out there. They wanted to experiment with a better display, less bezels, experiment with the notch. It was all an experiment. You know, they had to see how I play. So now they to see where they could know where they could go with it because they still had to drop their other phones just for the folks that wanted to have a phone. What's going on, Jason? My man Jason in the building. He says the iPhone X is a money grab to keep the stock up, the price stock up. Yeah, everything they did in the X, they could have done in the 8 Plus. I mean, yeah, Jason, but that's the thing. The X was the experiment. They wanted to get the people their go-to devices, the devices they've been used to. Your 6 Plus, your 6S Plus, your 7 Plus. They wanted to give. They wanted to have. They wanted to have a phone where they could just play with, you know, but still have their same devices, that the folks out there would be looking for. And they want to see, they're going to look at all the stats. What do people say about this? What do people say about the notch? What do people say about the screen? What do people say about facial recognition? So now next year, because they couldn't put all that, they couldn't make an iPhone X and iPhone X Plus and just completely switch up. They couldn't do it because it was just too big of a risk. So it was like, okay, we're gonna make these the regular. We got the Reggies over here. Then we just gonna make this experiment. Let me take it. All right, shout out to Big Dog in the building. Phone Tech Eric said, "What's going on, Big Dog?" Uh, KB 100. Yeah, but with all this BS going on with Apple now, they're gonna have to wow their fans because their fans get tired of BS repeats. Mike says agreed. They are still gonna have to do their own thing. Shout out to Killer, my man Conway in the building. Apple stock not that high. The X was bought out to actually try to hike their stock. Texas said the iPhone 10 first generation and the iPhone 8 is something similar, right? Exactly like I was saying. What's good, Killer? But it's the BS that they doing. You're right. I mean, KBD, they gonna have to wow the folks because I mean, this is how you know that they under the gun. They slowing phones down to give this. They still wanna have that perception of like, oh yeah, one of the main things that somebody use an Apple device and why they put that face for Apple. Oh, you get all your upgrades, even if you got the phone from 10 years ago, you're gonna get the upgrade. This is true, but your phone not supposed to get that upgrade. That's why Apple tampered with your phone and didn't tell you about it. You know what I'm saying? But you so bought to the ecosystem, you gonna make an excuse for them. You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna make an excuse for them. And right now they're gonna charge you for a new battery. They put a battery so small that it just depreciates so much that they can't supply the processor like it needs to, so they gotta slow the phone down. Okay. But they that's what, oh, I got, even if you got the old iPhone, you get all your updates. I'm not big on updates. You be like, oh, the note don't get updated. I mean, honestly, if I get a phone and it's running like it's supposed to run, I'm not worried about getting the next update. You know, they update your phone just like, I mean, they update your phone to actually fix your phone. Low key. Think about it. Low key, they upgrading your phone just to fix it. Just like LG. LG, I'm sorry. Just like the Pixel. Let's take the Pixel. Just like the Pixel. It's getting updates, but they was at the time they was trying to fix the screen. You know what I mean? But I mean, these Apple, they got it worked out so marvelously that folks is not, people gonna rock with them regardless. Like, you know what I'm saying? People going, when they do something wrong, people gonna be like, oh no, they would just. I mean, who want their phone? Do you want your phone to just die like that? But I mean, if it's such a good thing, why they didn't tell you they was doing it? Conway, a bunch of bullshit by Apple. The Note do get updates, but not every week like Apple. Yeah, man. I mean, a lot of times they just playing with your phone for real. I mean, these updates is is for all the updates that they get. It's still, you look at the phone, it still look like the 3GS. So it's they just got them like check for your needs. You hit them brainwash. Never had the Pixel. A Pixel 2 isn't really worth the hype. I haven't had a Pixel either. I got the furthest I went is I went out and bought that Nexus 6P used just to try out, stock Google. I mean, it's all in what you're looking for. It's all in what you can deal with. Because I mean, I keep going into the store and looking at the Pixel 2 XL because the price did drop on Verizon, but I just can't deal with that screen. That screen look a little too washed for me. It's a little too finesse with me. They played with it too much. All right, yeah. Uh, okay, come. Most Apple updates freeze your phone, then they have to send you an update to fix that. Yeah, like they send you an update, and then there's got to be an update to fix the update. The plus model batteries last year, but the smaller phones, the battery is so small, and that's all because these companies chase thin phones. They know they should have a 4,000 milliamp battery, but they want to make them so thin. Yeah, that's what I was just saying, Jason, about that S9. Like, yo, that needs 6 gigs of RAM, and y'all gonna have to stop. Look, I'm not worried about it being super thin. Y'all gonna have to put a battery in there. It's like this Note that came out. The Note, I didn't have a problem with the battery life for the Note. Everybody, it may not be the best in comparison, but I didn't have a personal problem with it. I was cool. I'm still cool with my battery life on my Note. But at some point, y'all gonna have to step it up on a Note because it's supposed to. To me, the Note is a utility phone. it's supposed to be that phone that you can do everything on, super productive, and that's to get a full day of battery life. So if I'm doing, using my S Pen and taking notes and doing, signing PDFs and putting up emails and on social media and watching YouTube on this big display, you're gonna have to feed that junk. You're gonna have to put some 93 octane in there. So you got to have a big battery. I'm not worried. I'm not one of the people like, oh, the phone is so big. I mean, the phone is too thick. I can't hold it in my hand. Like, no. I like I like a device with some heft to it. That's one of the things I like about the build. That I'm not even gonna lie, the iPhone 10. It's not a big phone, but for the size, it has a weight to it. It got a certain weight to it for the size. I like something when I feel something that feels a little heavier, it feels a little more premium, like there's a little more to it. Okay. KB, all updates to iPhone 8 Plus was really for the iPhone X. Yeah, they was. And a lot of that stuff was all specifically based around the iPhone X, really supposed to be running on the X. So it's like Apple, they all over the place. I mean, since I used to say it in a live stream, since Steve Jobs gone, it's like, like come on now, got to do a little better. Like they need to pick what they're gonna do with their phones, and it's gonna have to happen soon because this year wasn't really a success for Apple. I mean, it really wasn't. KB said, I don't think it's about being brainwashed. It's just a good OS that unfortunately has a lot of BS behind it, but it works. Yeah, I mean it do work. The ecosystem does work, but they marketing it and they actually out there doing sneaky stuff to make it look like it work better than what it do. So I think we're gonna have foldable displays this year. I done seen some stuff from Samsung, but honestly, Tech Vietnamese, I don't really keep up with foldable displays. I looked at the Exxon M, so now I have like every time I hear the word foldable display, I cringe. You know what I mean? I took a look at the Exxon M, I threw up, and then after that, I ain't even thinking about foldable displays no more. You know what I mean? But yeah, people, folks with Apple, they not brainwashed. They just, I mean, I'm not gonna categorize anybody, but they like what they doing. They like, their devices. They like what they got going on over Apple. You gotta figure if you got an iPhone, got an iPad, probably got a MacBook, probably got an Apple TV, probably done invested a couple $100s in the Apple Music. You probably done bought some stuff on Apple TV. So it's locked in. Locked in and you hoping for the best. You know what I mean? I haven't jailbroken I jailbroke one iPhone some time ago, like maybe my iPhone 6, Jason. And it was like, but only thing is, I just like rooting. You, I'm up there. I was chasing updates. You couldn't get it. You would miss out on certain things, or you might root something and don't get update, and it's not coming like it did from the manufacturer, like it did over on XDA, things of that nature. So I pretty much I was in the root and jailbreaking at one point with my devices. I think I stopped rooting around I wanna say I was still rooting at maybe like the S6 around that time. Maybe like after the S7 Edge, and I started getting like the iPhone 6s Plus, I really wasn't in the root no more. I used to root everything on my notes. I rooted the Note 4, the Note 3, never rooted the Note 5. Then I'm on Verizon, so they just made it ridiculously hard to unlock the bootloader and things of that nature. Okay, if them foldable displays are gonna look like Nintendo DS's built, no matter what specs they push, this shit gonna be ugly to me. Yeah, like I mean, honestly, I'm not. That's not my lane. You know what I mean? Just the whole introduction. You know how you just introduced to something and just one thing just throws you off. So it's like you not really into it no more. Like you just lose like all interest. Like that's kind of where I'm at with it. I mean, see, it's like there are three jailbreaks out even and Apple TV soon. To me, Apple Watch and PS4. But yeah, I was into that real heavy, but I got out of it. Note 4 was the best Note before the 8. Do you agree? Man, I was in love with my Note 7. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like I was in love with the Note 7. I think it was because of the color. Um, and because I think it was what came out first. I want to say I had my S7 Edge. Then when that Note 7 came out, that Type C USB, because the S7 Edge still had USB, micro USB. And the Note 7 came with the Type C, and it was just I had this platinum looking one. I was looking at a picture of that yesterday. It was a beautiful phone. But then I feel where you coming from, Mike, because I had that Note 4, and when you had no case on that, that was a good looking phone. It had the bezels, but then it had that aluminum frame. But it's still like we had the white one. It still had the white on the frame, and then it had like like a shaved aluminum frame around the side, so it was like you see a hint of the aluminum. I was that was a bad boy. That no four in white. Oh yeah, it do scratch. Yeah, you did have to hold down that case. Oh yeah, you had to swipe the fingerprint scanner. I mean, this is all just this to show you how far we came. And I used to be trying to get that joint. I know exactly what you're talking about, Jason. You gotta like be a line like this. Line you gotta swipe down. Be dots right there. ZTE needs to bring the Exxon 8 this year. Yeah, they need to bring that thing to CES. Let Alan Phone Tech at work deal with it. Let him drop the video. You know what I mean? Yeah, bring it to CES. Bring that. What would y'all like to see in the Exxon 8? And I hope they don't mess it up. Like, okay, if you drop an Exxon 8, I was debating about buying the Exxon 7 Mini one day, the other day when I was in Best Buy, and I think I bought my Honor 6. What you need to do for real, what's going on? Shout out to, we got Easy Computer Solutions in the building. Shout out to Easy Computer Solutions. But what they need to do with that, I'm I'm more of a fan of this. I used to be a fan of, like the fast evolutions of phones. Let's just do something new and groundbreaking our year. No, just finesse, just build on what you got, what everybody liked about the device. Give it some, some good speakers, some good front facing speakers, real good front facing speakers that blow the competition away. Try slim the bezel up, work on because you're gonna come with that 18 by 9. So try to figure out how to get some stereo speakers into the 18 by 9 ratio. Put a fingerprint scan on the back. Give it that good aluminum build, 2K display. You got to find some money for a processor. Keep it under $400, but find some money for a processor. That's going to run it. Put a decent battery up in there, and I mean, come on, come out with a platinum color or gold color. And that's how you do it. Don't try to do nothing drastic, please. Drastic is failure. Look at like LG. The G4 was a buggy device. It was a boot loop device. It had mechanical failures, hardware failures. But take that, you take that right, and you come out with you you improve on that because the build wasn't bad. Nobody complained about the build or the way the G4 looked. The G4 looked the same when it was the G2, the G3. It was progress. Then they throw the G5 out there. Failed. Modular design. I got the phone down here somewhere, but I ain't even looking for it. But it was a fail. Okay. Single camera can do the same thing. Dual cameras will be coming to an end soon. I wouldn't be surprised if dual cameras come to an end soon, Mike. Um, for the simple fact that look what the Pixel did. The Pixel hands down best phone camera. If you can't say anything about the Pixel, you gotta respect the camera. That's just Google Pixel made you respect that camera. That camera is like the best camera on the phone. So they did it with software. It wasn't the hardware. It wasn't having two uh two, two lenses on the back or two cameras on the back. It was just they did it with one camera. So now everybody see that having dual cameras don't mean anything. Look at it. You got phones out here that cost $199, like the Honor 7X, dual camera. You got the camera out here with the best phone. I mean, the phone out here with the best camera, single camera, camera of the year. So they already know, you know what I'm saying? Is that I wouldn't be surprised. They know it's software. Everybody just need to copy each other. What somebody did right, you take it and copy it. You know, if somebody did something right, you just take it and copy it and I don't mind that because I want to buy the best product available. I want to buy the phone that's a combination of everything that's good from each phone built into one phone. Okay, so the Blade V9 looks like it's gonna have 5.7 inch display. 5.7 inch. Now, is that with an 18:9 ratio? Do you guys know? Because 5.7 inch display and the 18:9 ratio is very small. Or it's about the size of this device right here. Now, 5.7 inch display and 16:9 is a decent sized device, but then you got to realize it's 2017. You know, budget phones still gonna be coming to 16:9, or is everybody gonna follow behind Honor and do like they did with the 7X and make it 18:9? But this is one thing I ask for budget phones is to come out with when ZTE and everybody coming out with their budget phones, use Type C. I'm challenging everybody to manufacture anything phone accessories, battery chargers, portable battery chargers, all that battery power banks, all Type C connections. Let's completely digress and you know let micro USB lay by the wayside. You know, okay, yeah, LG budget, the Q6, the 7X, all 18:9 devices. Then my content creators out there, are y'all gonna start like easy? Y'all gonna start doing 18:9 videos? I actually shot a video on 18:9, my front facing camera. It was like my review of the Nexus 6P. I was just, because I never had a Nexus 6P before, so I was just talking about my experience with it on my channel. And I shot it in, it was pretty cool. And I watched it on my note. It was pretty dope. It was, and there's some bigger YouTubers, they'll put it in the description, in the title. They call it basically is a 18:9 is 2:1. It just sound, I guess, more I don't know. It just sounds better 18:9. You know that ratio thing. So what do y'all guys? Do y'all like 18:9? Is there anybody that still like a traditional 16:9 device over these 18:9s? Okay, Easy Computer Solutions said he's doing 18:9 videos right now. That's what's up. What's going on? Shout out to Forbes Tech Review. We got Forbes in the building. I was just over on Forbes channel last night. If y'all not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to Easy Computer Solutions and Forbes Tech Review, Phone Tech at Work. All great guys with great YouTube channels. Oh, so you like 16:9, Jason? It is. It does get very narrow, and I hate how it. I mean, movies and stuff not coming in, 18:9, really. I'm watching Netflix is not in 18:9 and stuff like that. So it's interesting. What's going on? We got Everyday Tech in the building. Another YouTube. If y'all not subscribed, get subscribed to Everyday Tech. Yeah, and Easy like 16:9. And that's why when I got asked a question about, that's my last good memory of 16:9. My last that Note 7 and 16 by 9, that silver Note 7 I had. Go ahead, check my Instagram. Yo, that thing was that was a beautiful device. You know, when I was doing YouTube around that time, I wasn't trying to do a lot of B-roll and shots and stuff. It looked so good that I had to attempt to do what I could to show y'all when I did my review the beauty of this device. I love that device, and I had some speeds and cases, yo, and caseology cases for that thing. You know what I mean? That was shout out to the Note 7. Okay. KB said, I swear I like the 16 by now. Okay. A lot of folks are still traditional. You know what I mean? We stuck in our ways. We the tech old heads. We 16 by 9. You know, 10 years from now, these kids won't even know what 16 by 9 was. I like the traditional 16 by 9 because I like watching content in its true form. Okay, they said it's gonna take another 10 years for stuff to change. 18 by 9 definitely is. It's gonna take some time. 16 by 9 for the one. Forbes is the true lover of 16 by 9 because his phone of the year was still a 16 by 9 device, the HTC U11. Sean says 18 by 9 sounds dope, but realistically 16 by 9 is the way to go. Yeah, man, like that 16 by 9 was like I can't even watch. Like I'm the type of guy I'd rather watch an old movie. Like I can't even watch a movie in less than 1080. I like my content to look a certain way. I like it to fit in the phone a certain way. I want it to really pop and grab me. That's why I'm a Samsung guy too, because I'm so used to looking at Samsung screens. I love that oversaturation or whatever. But I like the traditional, when something is so good and they change it, I'm afraid to change, though. I'm a guy that's afraid to change. Okay, and we got Sean in the building. Of course, he been defending this. He loves his HTC U11. You can't really talk about you can't conversate with Sean about other phones because he gonna bring that U11 up. He been doing it the whole time. Shout out to Sean. He's a he's a he's our guy. Definitely over here at Team 100. He always in the building, and he represents for HTC. Got TJ in the building. What's good, TJ? What you up to, TJ? TJ in the building. Yeah, got a lot of good folks in the building, man. And it's only 5 p.m. And I hope all y'all good folks is going to be with us later on tonight about 10 o'clock. I don't know who's hosting. I don't know what channel will be hosting our live stream tonight at 10 p.m. But it'll be you guys should be subscribed to everybody. It'll either be Forbes Tech Review, Rob Pouncey RP3, Phone Tech at Work, Alan Anthony, myself, BG Tech Life. If you're watching this and you're not subscribed, go ahead, subscribe. If you're watching this, if you've been in this chat for a minute, hit the like button. Oh no, I'm talking about the Eastern time zone. I'm not even sure what time it'll be in the UK, Mike. What time is it now in the UK, Mike? I got subscribers from the UK. That's what's up. This thing is starting to blow up. But yeah, we're gonna be on tonight, and it's the end of the year, y'all. Y'all celebrating that New Year. Anybody got any New Year resolutions? You know what I'm saying? Or is anybody in here talking about New Year, New Me, or is it just like going rocking with the same old, same old? You know, me, I don't really do the New Year's resolutions. I feel like if I need to change something, that I need to just start working on it immediately. So, but I will be enjoying myself at 12 a.m. 2018. I do that every year. I have to enjoy myself. I will be on that henny. You know, I will be on that hen dog. I can guarantee you that enjoying myself wherever I'm at. I hope all you guys have a blessed and productive new year. Try to be a better person. That's what's up, Mike. I try to be a better person every day. I try. But the devil be on my back sometimes, man. Just because I just gotta be like, man, get out my back, man. Get out my back. Leave me alone. Forbes say he gonna buy more budget phones. So Forbes, since you work at the bank, when you order your budget phone in the Amazon cart, just go ahead and slide that one into a two, put my address in, and then get a sent here also. And that you could be like Mike, you could be a better person in 2018, Forbes. And then we can review phones as a unit. Hold on, TJ. I ain't even. I don't even know what you put up there, TJ. So I ain't even. I don't even know what you talking about, TJ. You done took it to a whole nother level at 5 p.m. But it's a Friday though. It's a Friday. I'm about to get it in motion, definitely. I'm trying about to have some fun. New Year's Eve weekend. But we've been doing this thing for about an hour. And I got some things I gotta do before the excuse me. I got some things that I need to do before we start our live stream later on. Be on the lookout. I'll be posting Team 100 tonight, 10 p.m. is a must see. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this short. I'm BG Tech Life. Thank you for watching. I appreciate everybody that came through. Easy, TJ, Jason, KB, Sean, YS, Mike, uh, just everybody that was in the building. Conway in the building. Shout out YS, Phone Tech at Work, Forbes, Tech Review, JQ, the Tech for me. Shout out to everybody that was in the building. Thank you for rocking with me. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. And check us out tonight at 10 o'clock. Team 100. It's your man BG Tech Life. I'm out. Have a blessed one. Peace.